Yo, what's up guys, right here. So we're doing another one of these videos. These are pretty good. I like CaitlinGun's style where he'll like respond to Reddit comments and shit. And namely because I've been going more into the Reddit myself and seeing comments that just have been pissing me off. I decided I want to respond to, not respond, like react. And this video is it's old now. It's like 3 weeks old, so it's not up to date, but I'll probably just do this one and that'll be it, unless he does one more. I know he did 3. Let's go check. Maybe we'll respond to the latest one. Yeah. Let's we were already on this one. Let's do this one because we got some points I want to comment on, and then we'll probably do the third. We'll do a part 3 as well. But shout out to CaitlinGun. I like his content. Obviously, we'll link his videos down below. I like his stuff, but yeah, some of these players are crazy, and it's one. I got up to the point you just saw. I got up to like right here, and it's something I saw that really pissed me off about Iron Eye. And I want to talk about that later because people for some reason say he's a trash character. He's the best character in the game whether you like it or not, but we'll talk about that later. All right, let's get it popping.
And find where that kind of sweet spot is. Guys, welcome back to another installment of Gatekeepers, Elden Ring, Nightreign, and Elden Ring Edition. You guys seem to really like my first video, so I thought I would do another one. I included some posts from Reddit as well, so we're going to kind of review, give my take on some things. So we're going to start off with the first guy. If you're using Iron Eye or any ranged character, I'm sorry to tell you, but you are really not good. Sit back and use ranged attacks. Well, maybe the boss aggroes you 1 out of 10 moves. Guys, if you're going to post anything, can you just spell check a little bit? I have dyslexia, and we gotta check a little bit before we're posting these. There's zero skill to it. Play someone that is right in the mix where you are dodging and everything, not just sitting back spamming one button. It's the equivalent of using the Mimic in Elden Ring. We really are the most toxic fandom, aren't we? Yeah, probably. Okay, so I actually had some people talk about this in the comments, so I wanted to quickly address this. Keep in mind, this isn't definitive proof. Aggro modifiers. So some players suggest that there might be a hidden aggro modifiers for ranged attacks or attacks at distance in Nightreign, similar to how aggro is handled in some other RPGs. The other one is certain bosses seem programmed to target ranged characters or those who are at distance more frequently, particularly when melee characters are struggling to maintain aggro.
Yes, I wanted to comment on that. 1000%. 1000%. Whenever I'm using the fucking Iron Eye or Recluse, I swear the bosses will ignore 2 people in front of him. I thought it was a damage issue. Yeah, so let's read that again. Nightreign players have observed that ranged characters tend to attract more aggro from enemies and bosses than melee characters. Yeah, consistent damage output. Yeah, ranged characters such as Iron Eye can often deal damage more consistently, more safer distance than melee characters who may tend to spend more time dodging or positioning. This constant stream of damage appears to generate more of a threat. Yeah. Who was it? Let's see. The something demon, the fire demon. The dude that looks like he's made out of rock, but he has a furnace. The furnace demon, whatever the fuck his name is. And a Wilder and a Raider was right in front of him, just spamming him when attacks. Now I see there his health's going down. I'm in the back shooting arrows, and this motherfucker is coming towards me. I thought it was damage. Yeah, however, it's important to note that aggro generation isn't solely based on damage. I legitimately thought it was damage only. I thought whoever was doing the most damage at the time, the boss will pay attention to them. That's what I thought it meant, but I found out today that's not the case, because I swear, whenever especially when I use Iron Eye, yeah, but when I use Recluse and I'm straight spamming spells, oh my god, I swear I'm always getting attacked. It's always me. And don't let me get Stars of Ruin, bro. Don't let me fucking get Stars of Ruin.
However, it's important to note that aggro generation isn't solely based on damage or range. Other actions like reviving teammates can also draw the attention of enemies. So I know not everything is like proven here, but I have noticed that if you're playing range characters, aggro tends to be drawn to you. And then I have absolutely seen that if you are, I talked about this in my previous video, if you're reviving a teammate, then the boss will switch aggro to you because you're doing an action to bring somebody back into the fight. Because it would be unfair if the Iron Eye or Recluse is sitting back doing range damage and the boss just doesn't get aggro to you. I find when I play Iron Eye, I am consistently targeted. I do have to roll. But another point, especially with range characters, this is true with Iron Eye. I'm sure it's also with Recluse, but I don't play her, so somebody in the comments can probably answer this. With Iron Eye, his bow will experience a significant damage reduction over longer distances. This is to obviously encourage your range characters to get closer into the fight and not just sit back like a football field away and just do damage. So, and you can even test this in the training grounds. You can just, shoot at the targets from different distances and find where that kind of sweet spot is. But in general, you're going to be closer to bosses, which means you're going to draw aggro, absolutely. So to say that range characters don't draw any aggro, I would beg to differ for sure. But back to our boy here. PC, who wants to run? I'm quite decent. Who on PC and wants to run it? And if this is your first Souls game, keep scrolling.
This is what I'm talking about, the toxic ass community, bro. If this is your first Souls games, bro, that does not mean nothing. I cannot tell you how many squeegees I saw come in this motherfucker with because you can see how many hours they put into the game. 150 hours getting overrun by trash mobs, getting janked by trash mobs with a Wilder no less, or an Iron Eye. The Recluse, I get you run out of mana, but you have no reason getting overrun by that. So, and I promise you, it's some motherfucker in here talking about he has 150 hours, 175 hours. It's always them. And it's like, I have 300 hours. You don't see me talking like that. I don't ever mention my hours as a means of me being better than someone else. Because there's always someone that has more hours than you. And every video we watched of this, every single person that commented that's saying this shit didn't have more hours than me. And you don't see me coming in there talking about I got 1,500 hours. Do what the fuck I say. I currently sit at 300. Let's go see. I'm at 313 hours as the time of this video. Right? I'm pretty much no life in this, and mind you, I have a full-time fucking job. You don't see me coming in here saying this stupid shit. I can't fucking stand this community, bro. I swear to God. It make me fucking sick.
Me and my bro on PC need one. No Archer. LOL. We use Discord. I'm on PC. Who needs to be carried?
Needs to be carried. I'm on PC. Man, get the fuck up out of here, bro. And it be the niggas that be going down. This one dude was today. I'm talking to my girlfriend, and this dude, because I just got her on the game, right? I got her Nightreign. I'm teaching her the ropes. She likes Recluse. And this nigga is going down the whole fucking... I'm talking about day one, he was down most of the time. And day two, he was a fucking the Duchess girl. The ninja, whatever she is. He was down both days and the most of the boss fight. But he's pinning all over the map. Like... We're not following your pins, bro. Then he runs off and does it on his own. He's dead the most of the time. So it's like, at this point, bro, just leave. Because you didn't really do much. You haven't been fighting. You've been down the whole time. I don't know where this is coming from. Because these dudes come from Dark Souls 2 and 3 and Sekiro and think everybody's supposed to listen to them. This is how you're supposed to play. This is a multiplayer game. Go fucking play Elden Ring PvP if you want to show you how good you are. This is not that.
This guy's sitting here, like, waiting for the lobby to queue up. We all do this. We queue up for an expedition. If you select your character, it's already going to be ready for you in the character select. So some people, like, walk away. This guy he walked away to his kitchen, and he's just checking to make sure he does not get an Iron Eye. He's over here, like... Hey boys, tried this little...
Man, that pisses me off. This little supremacy with characters you use. I don't want to hear that. Nah, I'm using who the fuck I want. Nigga, I paid $40. I'm playing who the fuck I want to play with. That's crazy to me. You think you're gonna tell me who I'm gonna use? That's funny.
little bum Iron Eye for once, and no lie, he's alright. This boss is actually a challenge, so GG FromSoft. Now give me a new boss.
PSA, I don't care if this pisses you off or not. Your favorite character may not be the best character, but bar none, no argument, no debate, Iron Eye is the best character in the game. Statistically on paper, he is the best character in the game. I don't know about damage output. I think damage, it might be Recluse or Executor. But when it comes to usability, survivability, newbie friendly, consistent damage, Iron Eye wins. He takes the cake. He has the top tier skills. His skills are always usable. He's always good. It doesn't matter. There is no boss. He has no losing matchups. We need to make a matchup chart for this game, because people think, oh, Iron Eye is bad. If you know what I mean, or maybe they don't like him because he feels like he's an easy character. He is. He's the number one character in the game. He's at the top. He is S rank. He's first. He's better than Wilder. I would say he's a little bit better than Wilder because the Wilder can have the revive effect. Wilder is newbie. He's newbie friendly, but to a point. Because I think he's a melee character. As a newbie, you're gonna have to interact with people more, and there's a higher chance for you to die. Now he has a bigger health pool, and he has second chance. But I don't know, man. Iron Eye is the best character. I still think Iron Eye is, because of the fact that he has iframes on his ability, and the arrow in the range, and the fact that he can just range you out, and you have guaranteed relics, you have boss relics that you can just put on him to get the switching damage from Night of the Lord. I really don't see how any character in this game can outdo him. The only contender I would say would be Wilder, because how newbie friendly Wilder is, he doesn't outdo Iron Eye, and I'm ready to debate anybody with that. I just don't see how you're gonna die. Newbie's gonna get up on him, and you have to interact with the enemy directly, which gives you more chance to die. You understand what I'm trying to say? I just see it, and then I don't know, man. Iron Eye takes the cake.
Man, we were an Iron Eye hater, and now we have successfully converted this man. Love it. Why is everyone trash on here? No, it's rage bait. Don't. Nope. I know what you're doing. Anonymous participant. You're trying to rage bait me. It's too early in the video for me to be mad. It's too early. As someone who is over 120 hours in the game,
we fucking go. I knew it, bro. I knew it. They can't help themselves. As somebody who has this amount of hours in the game, I fucking knew it. It's always like that. 150, 175, 140. It's always these random numbers in the low hundreds. Come on, bro. Relax. Just fucking relax.
Another hour drop. Wonderful. Awesome. Now I can listen to your opinion because you gave me your hours. Here's a tip. You don't need the mines. You can find purple weapons everywhere. Your time is better spent fighting and finding weapons on the way. I mean,
talked about this. That depends. Now, I would say this is character dependent. For the Executor, this is flat out wrong. Not every character that you start with, their weapons are so good enough that they can carry you to the game. What I mean by that is, yes, you can be good enough, but it's going to get to a point where if you're not doing damage, it doesn't matter if you're alive. You're just you're dead weight, right? I've actually experienced this before. I did an entire run with Recluse. I got to level 13, and not only did I not upgrade her staff, I didn't get no legendaries that run, and I got a bunch of purple stuff that she can't use, right? So I was stuck with the beginning staff. I did not go to caves, and what do you think happened? I did no fucking damage. We were fighting Fulgor or Dark Drift Knight. I could barely do damage to him. I didn't update my staff. I got purple weapons that I can't use, right? And I didn't do shit. I was just fucked. I was fucked. No legendaries, no nothing. So on the one hand, you might find good weapons. You hope you do. Anybody that plays Recluse or Duchess, they're hyper RNG. I have gone entire runs with Recluse and got no good staffs. I got staffs with shitty ass spells, and everyone knows these bosses are all over the fucking place. They don't stand still, except for the fucking sentient pest boss. The majority of the bosses they have OCD, ADHD. They don't know how to fucking stand in one place. So if you don't have a good tracking spell like Stars of Ruin or the Shatter Star, the Crush Star, or there's any type of spell that can give you some decent damage with Recluse, you're fucked. Like really quick. It's so hard to get in and get some damage done with her. And then she's a fucking glass cannon. You can't take hits. So for your own safety, just go to the caves, just in case. Just do it. You're in the cave, and you're in and out of the cave in less than 2 minutes. Even at level 1 or 2, you can kill the troll or kill the fucking knight, and you're out of the cave. And there's no reason to never not. You're in and out so fast. It's the time you think you might have wasted or would have gained by not going is negligible. Just go into the caves.
We touched on this in the previous video. Everything can be situational. So when we fought the Everdark Sovereign, for example, the Gaping Jaw, we did triple Raider for the fight. So I had a relic that did like the Poison Mist. So I just took that and I immediately made it purple from a mine. I don't remember. Either I didn't find another weapon I wanted to use, or I just wanted to make sure I had a weapon that did the poison proc to him. Either case, that was a perfectly valid run. I've had other runs where I just don't even bother going to mines. I've gotten, very good weapons for a raider or wilder, whoever I'm playing. But again, I don't think it's right to discourage anyone from going to the mines. I think it's a great idea. I don't know why so many people think this is such a waste of time. It really isn't. You just run in there and you take out the boss. It's one of 3 bosses. Pumpkinhead is really easy to take down. The Knight is incredibly easy to take down. And then maybe it's a giant, which is still pretty darn easy to take down. I don't know why people are so against like going to the mine. I guess maybe travel time, but still, it's really easy to clear out a mine very quickly. But the guy has.
And then you also got to think, there's so many mines. I can understand if there's only like 3 on that big ass map. How many fucking mines are on that map, and they are perfectly placed to be exactly where you need them? I wish I had like I'm gonna get an image up. I'm gonna get a screenshot up, and I'm gonna post it to show you guys right here. Look how many mines are available on a map. They're everywhere. There's so many of them. I don't understand where this mine supremacy is coming from. Oh, you don't need the mines. Bruh. Like I just said, with the Executor, he has the best starting weapon in the game. His weapon can have 3 status effects on it. You could put Frost on it. It always has Bleed. And then you could have it always. You can put Poison on it. It always has Bleed, and you can give it Frost with Chilling Mist. That's 3 debuffs, and then you can get a damage up for all 3. When you get Bleed Loss, you can get damage up. When you get Poison, you get damage up, and when you get Frost. You're not gonna find a weapon in the game that's gonna do all 3. The chances are so low. It has to be infused with Poison, have a Frost, be a Katana or a Bleed weapon, and then have a Frost Astral War on it. That's so hard to find in the game. That's RNG. So you mean to tell me I can guarantee damage output with my weapon? And lately I've been running the Seppuku run. So busted. So much damage. Crazy damage. And then I have a Seppuku run with a Frost Infusion. Now I did lose Poison, but it has a Frost Infusion with Seppuku. That's fucking goated. Like, these dudes be tripping, man. You really sleeping on these caves, man. Really want to hit them caves, especially with Executor. If you're using Executor, always hit the cave. It's always worth it, because you might not get a good katana that run. You might only get a bunch of Nagakibas or a bunch of meteoric ore blades. You might not get the Hand of Millennium. You might not get the Dragon Skull Blade. It happens to me. The majority of my runs, it's 50-50 with the Executor. I get katanas. I do not always get legendary or purple katanas. I just don't. The only katana that I consistently get for some reason is Rivers of Blood. That's it. If I do 10 runs, 5 of them, I'll have Rivers of Blood. And even then, I'll have Rivers of Blood in my offhand because I want the buildup of the Executor Blade. But if I do like 30 runs, 15 Rivers of Blood, the rest, nothing. So you take of that what you will.
It's 120 hours, so don't listen to me. Listen to this guy. Now we're going to check out some Reddit posts. I didn't want to make it just Facebook, but Facebook has been the absolute worst as far as just terrible takes. But I was scrolling through Reddit and I did find some, so let's look at some. This one says, "Hey noobs. Hey noobs, if you're playing the game and your caster gets killed a lot, it is probably your fault. Yes, some casters are stupid, but most just want to tear down the boss while you cover. If you don't know how to cover, then learn. I am sick of playing Recluse with a tank and a DPS who just back off and let the boss code to me. Know your role. You want to beat the Night Lord? Then pull your weight. Okay, rant over."
Yeah, hard disagree with this one. You gotta know your now. Nah. Because this is not a MMO, bro. This is a FromSoft game. He's treating this like this is Warcraft. This is not WoW. That's not how this works. The boss will go to you whether you want it to or not, even if they're doing more DPS. And the Guardian cannot keep them there perpetually. This is not WoW, dude.
If I'm playing a ranged character and the boss even looks at me the wrong way, it is your fault. What a stupid take. We talked about different levels of aggro pulling. That's obviously coded into the game so that nobody can do exactly what you want to do here, which is just sit in the back and cast. Maybe this guy also plays Iron Eye and he played with the previous guy. That's probably why the previous guy was so mad at ranged characters.
And another thing, if you really want to get into it, you guys could just all run range and fuck the boss over. The 2 times that I've had runs with all Recluse or all Iron Eye, the boss got washed. The bosses got fucking steamrolled. They didn't know who to get aggro to. Libra was jumping all over the place when his little move. We were always getting out of the way. Oh my god, it's even worse with the Recluse. All 3 of it. I had Stars of Ruin. I duplicated it for my teammate. He duplicated, gave it to the 3rd teammate. Stars of Ruin, and then 2 people had Rani's Moon. It was over. He couldn't do shit. Just 2 of them is too much. 2 Recluse is too much. I have a video on my channel right now that's titled When You Have 2 Recluse. Go watch it. It's real short. It's like 13 minutes. And you can see for yourself what happens when you have 2 Recluse. It is too much. This game is not ready for that. I don't care how strong the boss is. 2 decent. You don't even gotta be really high level players. 2 decent Recluse on the same team is dog walking this entire game, and I will stand by that. 2 Recluse. Don't even, the 3rd person could be anybody. Pick whoever you want. It could be a Revenant, an Executor, an Iron. It doesn't matter. 2 Recluse is walking the whole game, because all you gotta do is duplicate your weapons, and even if you can't, 2 of them means there's more likely to drop staffs. Somebody's gonna get a good staff. It's over with. You gotta be straight dog water to lose with 2 Recluse, and I haven't seen it yet. It can happen, obviously. It's just not happening. I don't think it's gonna happen. I haven't seen it happen. So, if you guys are really worried about aggro, try to get a team arranged and watch how quick the game becomes easy.
If you're in the game, you are going to be a target for all the bosses. Isn't that what you want? Don't you want a challenge? Is it fun to sit in the back and cast spells and not have to dodge or do anything? Dude, I'm spamming the draw aggro and not piss off the caster button, but the skill doesn't seem to be working. Have you tried? I can't. It's not work. If you think aggro is bad playing with randoms, wait until you play solo. Then the aggro's tough. It's almost like everyone's just targeting you. It's crazy. You'll like have to learn how to dodge and stuff. I like this comment. It says you can't reliably.
Yeah, I was going to say that too anyway. You really want to learn. The only way to really get good is to play solo. And I hate to admit that, because I told myself when this game came out, and you can quote me on this because I think I said this in a live stream, I will refuse to play this game solo because I have Elden Ring for that. And unfortunately, the only way I was able to get better is to play solo, which sucks, but it is in fact the truth. I didn't get really good with Iron Eye until I started doing solo Libra runs, and now whenever we play Libra in a team, we always win because I'm confident in his abilities and I know what he can do. But you gotta play solo, and then you also should still practice with teams. Because I want to make a video on that, because there's a one enemy who acts different, and that's the fucking bell-bearing hunter. The combos and the cancels he has when there's more than one person is insane. He can combo cancel animations. He's busted. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking when they put that boss in the game.
Control aggro no matter what you do. Even with folks like the draw aggro on X, relics talk about how it doesn't seem to really do much. I play Iron Eye a lot, and I benefit from not having direct aggro as well. I've had a team of 2 other raiders, and despite the fact that they did much more damage, I would still pull aggro a frustrating amount of time. Like I get the same thing when I'm playing Iron Eye. I have a buddy who
just talked about that. They'll still pull them. I don't understand that. I guess they coded that deep, because 2 raiders and 1 Iron Eye, you would think The Raiders are going to out-damage the Iron Eye, but the boss doesn't care. He keeps feeling arrows in the back of his head, so he's going to come after you. It is frustrating. I'm not going to lie. It actually pisses me off. It's like, they're right there. Why the fuck are you coming after me?
Who sometimes plays Guardian, and he'll get like relics that's like drawing aggro, I think when he's like guarding or something, and the boss will still target me. That would be ridiculous if I just never got aggro the whole time. That also just wouldn't be fun for me. Like, I want to get in there, I want to be able to dodge, I want to be able to play the game, not sit back and playing button mashing simulator.
So I do too, but it still gets under my skin. I want to play. I'm mad because I'm like, pay attention to them. But I want to play. I don't want to just sit back shooting arrows all day. Which is why I personally, and this may be a hot take, I like Riku's better than Iron Eye. She's funner to use. Iron Eye is not as fun because it's just he's shooting arrows. You don't really have to think much. You can do the heavy attack with the Recluse. There's your stamina, not your stamina. There's your FP management. There's the cocktail that you have to manage to keep your FP up. There's your ultimate. You're super squishy. I like her better as a character in order of who I like the most. It's Executor, Recluse, and Iron Eye. Those are my favorite 3 characters in that order. Recluse, I did not think I was going to like her that much. I fucking love that character. She is my favorite caster. I would rather use her over an Iron Eye. Yeah, she's RNG, but it's something about her. She's so fun. You build, because you got to think you're trying to build her up to something. You want to get her more FP, more stamina. Then on top of that, you know, she's a chocolate. Well, she's not black. I think, not black in the sense of that. He's actually black, but... You know, in any case, I like the character. I just like her better than Iron Eye. Iron Eye is fun, but it's like he's more easy mode. He's not as fun as Recluse. There's not really much threat of danger with Iron Eye. So, plus her damage is more consistent. Sometimes I feel like Iron Eye, I can't do no fucking damage, which can happen with Recluse, but you know.
Players getting dumber. What a great title. I swear the last 5 out of 6 matches I've been in, I got partnered with some of the dumbest players imaginable. People making absolutely ludicrous decisions. Like, I'm not expecting you to be perfect at the game. I'm not even expecting you to be better than average. But why the hell would you make an unbelievably dumb decision like leading the boss to the Ever Jail? I got a couple comments before. I said it. To be fair, I actually do appreciate the comments, but...
I do that too. I call them Evergold. They're Ever Jails. They're called Ever Jails. They're not Ever Goals. They're Ever Jails. That's funny. I think I got corrected in a live stream one time for that.
It's Old English, so it's Ever Jail, so I apologize. I would like to pass it off on the fact that I have dyslexia, but I think I'm just stupid, like leading the boss to the Ever Jail, running off on your own super far away, telling no one, and dying outside the ring for 0 benefit. Why would you loot while your teammate is distracting enemies, and then leave without helping them so they can loot? And when they go down because you abandoned them, you don't even attempt to go back. Why would you try to hit every single shrine on the map when they're as far apart as they can be, and then be surprised when the first boss kills everyone because no one is leveled? This isn't being a noob or being inexperienced, it's just being an idiot. Wow, a lot to unpack there. This one is probably going to be my most controversial take, and I know a lot of you are probably going to disagree with this one. Getting teammates, especially like teammates in a row, it does kind of suck to have players seemingly run off on their own, to have players dying outside in the storm. Yes, all of that is very, very frustrating. The one thing that I will say is every time I play with randoms, I expect absolutely nothing. And that way I will be pleasantly surprised when I have teammates that work really well together.
So I kind of agree. I agree with him on this one. At first, when I first started playing this game, I don't expect much from the Souls community in general, right? I just don't. I don't expect camaraderie. I don't expect community. I don't expect sportsmanship. Not because I'm being a doomer, it's because I don't see it in this community. Very rarely. I see a bunch of mean, disgruntled, anti-noob players, right? So I'm not going to come in expecting people to perform like how I will perform. So what I do to try to build up that good faith is to try to do that to other players. I drop weapons for players, even though I know people are hard-headed and they still don't drop weapons. You'll see a Recluse with Rivers of Blood, and there's an Executor on the team. She has no business having that. right? I don't care what passive is on that weapon. She should not have it. I'm not going to make a Reddit post bitching about it. I'm just not. I said it once in the video. That's going to be it. I'm not going to keep doing that. So what I want to do is to try to put that good energy out into the universe or into the game, into the community. So if I have a weapon I know that my teammate can benefit more of, even if the passive is better, I'm going to give it to them. And I've been doing that. You know what I've been noticing? That I had a team member had something in his inventory for the first day or two, right? I dropped a weapon for him and then he drops me a weapon. You know what I mean? So some people might have animosity because they dropped a weapon and the other person didn't trade. You know what I mean? They're like, well, they feel like they got screwed over, you know? I dropped him, I dropped a fucking, I was a recluse. I dropped what's the Malekith's Black Blade? I dropped it for a Wilder. He gives me Stars of Ruin. I didn't even know that was in his inventory. I did not know it was in inventory. I wasn't trying to be spiteful. I just gave him this. I'm like, I can't use this shit. I'm not about to be caught using this. I don't want to even be that close. When I play Recluse, I'm strictly mage. I'm not picking up a melee weapon unless I absolutely have to. It's going to be a stick or a staff. Low level weapon, just a get off me weapon, not a damaging weapon like Malekith's Black Blade. I can't do anything with that. Unless no one else is on the team, I guess I'll keep it just in case. But a Wilder can benefit from that much more than a Recluse can. So by me dropping it, because we found this on the beginning of day 2, we killed a bell bearing, right? And I had Malekith's Black Blade, and I guess he must have picked up that, and I didn't immediately drop it. Later that same halfway through, I dropped the blade and he dropped Stars of Ruin. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay. So I feel like when it comes to this community, more people have to just be kind to each other to try to fix this bad community, because it's a really bad community. There's so many angry, disgruntled ass players. Like, I thought WoW was the worst. This is worse. FromSoft is worse, and there's less people, so I don't even understand how I don't know how that happened. But yeah, instead of just making all these ranty ass videos, I'm gonna just try to put more positive energy into the community. And if I don't get back nothing from it, whatever. If I'm playing with somebody and everybody sucks, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, we're just trying to have a good time, bro. You have no idea the position the person you're playing with might be in. This might be a new player. This is their first Souls-like game, bro. Don't send them fucked up messages on Steam. You know what I mean? This could literally be their first Souls game. Elden Ring was a lot of people's first. It was my first game. Well, no, that's a lie. Sekiro was my first game, but I kind of don't count Sekiro because Sekiro is like, it doesn't play anything like Dark Souls. So, I mean, if you count that, then technically Sekiro is my first, but technically my first like proper Soulsborne was Elden Ring. I did not play Dark Souls 3. I bought it and I did not touch it. I owned it first. I bought it in 2019, but it sat there. I never played it. So I owned Dark Souls 3 first, but I played Elden Ring first, right? I was a newbie. I was trash. I was hot garbage. I got to the point now where out of a 10, I give myself a 7.5, 8. I can comfortably say I'm not a pro, but I can get my shit done. But I wasn't always like where I am right now. So for you to come in the game and expect everyone to do all this stuff, it's like, these might be people who don't even play these kind of games. This might be their first game like this. So even though this game is designed for people from Elden Ring to migrate over, $40 is like, hey, okay, I can get a cool game like this for $40. Maybe I don't want to drop the 60 on Elden Ring. The game's been out for 3 years already now. Maybe I want to drop that quick cool 40. This game is currently getting supported. More characters, DLC. You have to think Nightreign in a way is more pick up and play. Elden Ring is not pick up and play. You can just get a character in Nightreign, run an expedition, you level up, you don't have to worry about leveling up your stats. Your gear can be explained to you pretty easy. Watch a couple of YouTube videos, play a couple of times, and you're up to speed. So I just think we should just have this mindset to where we're generally trying to be more supportive. Otherwise, this shit is just going to keep... all this disgruntled negative energy it's crazy, man. It needs to stop.
Again, I know it's like a pretty controversial take, but you can only focus on yourself and getting yourself better because you will have matches where you just go in and you got teammates that are just not working together, and that sucks. If you got to the point where, you know, hypothetical of course, but you've got to the point where you can hop into a game and basically just solo a 3-player game, like, and solo 3-player bosses with 3-player health, then you would never have to rely on your teammates again. Now, again, that would be the goal. It's a hard goal to achieve, but that way you would literally never have a problem with your teammates, because if your teammates help you out, then it makes the fights easier. But if your teammates don't help you out, then it's a challenge, but you can still overcome it. You know, sorry, me again. You can clearly tell that it's nighttime. It's actually the next day. I was actually in the middle of editing the video when I
gotta go, so we're gonna stop it here. I initially wanted this video to go much longer, but I gotta go take care of some stuff, so we're gonna cut it right here, y'all. I think we got the gist of the video. We're like halfway through. I'll maybe do a part 3 and 4, watch some more of his stuff. Really like this guy content, like his videos. We'll definitely be linking him down below, but I think I got my point across. I think you guys kind of got the idea with these salty ass players and stuff. Just I want to try to, you know, put more better energy out in the world. I am gonna die on that notion though. You should definitely be assisting your teammates with weapons. The counter argument is weak. I don't care what you say. As a recluse, if you have an executor of your team, give him Rivers of Blood. Period. I won't hear another opinion on that. This is not something I'm willing to bend on. Okay, this is not like, oh well, the passives. Whatever passive you have on that katana, it's not going to do more for you than it is for him. And CaitlinGun said this. I disagree with him as well. That's the one thing he consistently mentions that I do not agree on. I don't want to hear about passives. No, you don't owe that player the weapon, but out of sportsmanship, you should drop the weapon, period. It's just that simple. All right. There's no one else in the entire game, with the exception of Duchess, should have Stars of Ruin. And even then, Duchess can't replenish her energy that well, her FP. You know what I mean? So outside of her and Recluse, I don't want to see the weapon in anyone else's inventory. You just shouldn't. It's just that simple. The game has unique characters for a reason. This is not Elden Ring. This is not Elden Ring. You cannot make your own character and use whatever weapon you want. You can't. You can try and watch how quickly you die for it. So anyway, that's it for today. It's got a little bit of ranty, but I'm really passionate about this game, and I love the way it feels. This is the type of gameplay I wanted out of Elden Ring, and I didn't get. I tried co-op. Seamless co-op is great, but I like this better. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I want to start having more videos like this because I want you guys to comment and let me know your opinions, like generally on the community, how you play the games, the type of runs you do. Excuse me, the type of runs that you guys tend to do, and your mindset on this. I would generally like to hear how you think. And if you have an opposing opinion to mine, still post it. Like, I'm not gonna ban you or delete your comment, even if it's something I don't agree with. We can have a dialogue. Like, this is a safe space. I'm not gonna flame you or some shit. And if someone starts attacking you for opinion, they will be banned and have their comment deleted. You know, I don't want to perpetuate that toxic cycle. It already exists within the community. We don't need to hear too. But yeah, I'm fumbling on my words. I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here, guys. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Until next time, raiding out.